All right. Good morning. Good morning, everyone. Good morning. Get things switched on. Get a bit of switched on over here. Whew. A little early today. Yeah, I got commitments. What is going on? Let's see who's out here in TV land. Yeah. So, what's happening, guys? Kalen Newton, how you doing, buddy? He's on Instagram. I don't always see the Instagram comments, but I try to check and make sure I see what's going on over here. See if we're linking up. Looks like we are. Get that and see who else jumped on the Facebooks and the Insta chats and all that. Wendy Lee, we got family affair going here so far this morning. How's your week going, Kaylin? Good, I hope. Throw it in the comments. Yeah. How you doing? 1 to 10. 1 to 10. Got to be at least an 8. Good new, Bob. A little early today. We'll probably have a few people that we got the drop on. But listen, you guys got to pay attention. I'll have to watch it on the rewind. Yeah, Thursdays I have a standing call at 8 o'clock. So I have to jump on at 7:30. So I realized that at 6:50 this morning. So cup of coffee, number one, numero uno, and 78 on the sleep score, which isn't too shabby. Not too shabby at all. I'll take it, considering, we're getting up and, doing meds and all this stuff. And Wendy's doing great, doing her exercises. You're an 8, but it's cold. Yeah, good. Always room for improvement, but pretty damn good. One of the benefits of having friends in the physical therapy business is they stop by your house when something happens. And my good buddy Ryan Brown stopped by yesterday at his lunch break and checked Wendy over and ran her through her exercises, and which was good because she's doing a lot better than maybe she thought she was. And it occurred to me they ought to do that, like as a rule. Like, you go home with a major joint replacement, you don't know how you do. See, in 2 weeks, do these exercises. Well, there's a lot of nuances and a lot of little differences to that kind of stuff, and some things we picked up yesterday. So it made me think, what a great change to the system it would be if, hey, a couple days out, somebody stops by, you get a little in-house, I don't know what they call it, outpatient, a little stop by. Good morning, David Saperko. How are you doing? Saw your post on your wife's book this morning. So please put in I just read it. It was, don't be afraid to use your big girl voice. I think something like that. So Dave, if you don't mind, put the link to the book in the chat here. Love to help people promote that kind of stuff. And when I see that, especially as people that I know, and I'm looking forward to meeting you guys at our upcoming event on February 22nd here in beautiful downtown Portland, Maine. And let you guys know that we're selling tickets every day. And I'm getting people that are saying, hey, Bob, I haven't bought my ticket yet, but I'm going to. Just want to let you know that I'm coming, which is perfect, which is fine. It's all good. Just let me know. Shoot me a message, send me a smoke signal, something or other, okay? First coffee this morning, 78 on the sleep score. 78 and above, you guys are in trouble. I'm coming at you. I have a good time down here, so I appreciate you jumping on and staying with us on it. So today, continuing our little quest of atomic habits, okay? Day 5 of 10 of this, looking at James Clear's book, Atomic Habits, and the things that are in the book and some of the great messages that come out of it, and things that we kind of put on the shelf after. And I thought, well, we'll bring it back up. And so James says, you don't rise to the level of your goals, you fall to the level of your systems. So one of his concepts is systems over goals. John Marquis, how you doing? Been a long time. Good to see you. Welcome to day 5 of our series on atomic habits. Guys, we're halfway through. This book's got some transformative principles in it Okay. Today we're talking about systems over systems instead of goals. Okay. Goals as well, right? But goals aren't the vehicle, right? Systems will get you the results. Goals is, hey, where do we want to go? Systems are where the magic happens. All right. For my Ironman stuff, the systems were the training plans, right? The system, the goal was, yeah, I want to go across the line, right? I want to have the experience. The system was that training plan every day that I opened up on Training Peaks and said, oh boy, I got to ride my bike X amount of miles, right? Think about it. Everyone sets goals, right? Oh, most people do. Athletes want to win championships. Like I said, we want to cross the line. Business owners want to grow their revenue. Hey, I want to do $1 million. And most people would like to get healthier. Fair statement. But the difference between those who succeed and those who don't, isn't the goal. It's not the goal. It's the system they put in place or not to achieve it. It's the system they put in place to achieve it. All right. Why aren't goals not enough? They're not enough. Goals focus on outcomes. Things like, hey, I want to lose 20 pounds. I want to hit $1 million in sales. I'd like to finish, a marathon, right? But what happens after you achieve the goal? A system, right? Without a system, the goal progress isn't sustainable. You got to have a system, right? They're not enough. If you're a contractor, you might set a goal to complete a project on time, but without those checkpoints, those check-in spots along the way, managing timelines, communication, and all the supplies and everything, materials, the goal becomes a one-off success goal rather than a repeatable process, right? Right. Thank you. What's a system look like? All right, wait, hey, system's great, Bob. What's a system, right? They're repeatable processes and habits you follow daily. For example, a fitness goal a fitness goal becomes a system of working out 4 days a week. A sales goal becomes a system of making 10 follow-up calls every day or every morning. Personal growth goal becomes a system of reading 10 pages a day or jumping on Bob's Live every morning. See what I did? Or going to the event, right? I kind of slid that in there. So think about it this way. Goals give you the direction, right? They give you direction. Hey, there's the finish line, right? Systems create the progress. I like to call systems, to me, seem like the vehicle, right? Goals tell you where you're going. Systems tell you how to get there. If you focus on the process, the outcomes will take care of themselves. Focus on the process. You've heard that, trust the process. We like to say attack the process. All right. What about, let me see here. What's an example of shifting from goal to system? Let's talk about that. Like, say for health, I always use health, right? Instead of saying, here's the 20-pound example coming at you again, right? Instead of saying I want to lose 20 pounds, focus on creating a system of, say, meal prep and daily movement that gets you there. Hey, if I do these things 5, 6, 7 days a week, this is what's going to happen. For business, instead of saying, hey, I'd like to have more clients, focus on creating a system for lead generation, follow up, and closing on a daily basis. And for leadership, let's say instead of saying, I want to be a better leader, create a system of weekly check-ins with your team. Find out if that is, in fact, what you're doing. Josh Baker, good morning. Josh is coming to our event. Pretty excited to see him and his wife. So the problem, guys, if it's just goal-only thinking, the problem with that is it just creates unnecessary pressure and disappointment if results don't come quickly, right? Hey, I got a few pounds to lose. I come down in the basement 3 days in a row. How come I haven't lost 42 pounds? Right? I want to do it now. I want things done. Rather, if you say, well, hey, let's just use the 20 pounds. Hey, is a pound a week a reasonable weight loss goal? Yep. Okay, that's 20 weeks, dude. That's 5 months, basically, right? That's 5 months. Systems keep you focused on the process, which leads to long-term consistency and success. All right. Upstairs right now, I hear going across the floor. Wendy's mobile, baby. She's mobile. Yeah, Dave, thanks for putting the link into your wife's book. So, guys, Dave's wife wrote a book. I haven't read it, I haven't looked at it. Just saw the title. It caught my eye before I jumped on here today. So check it out. The link is in the comments, as they say. So what's one goal you're currently chasing? What's the system behind it? Or do you need to build one, right? Maybe you need to build one because it's frustrating. The pressure mounts too. Like, hey, we've got this goal over here. We're not doing really anything on the daily to reach it. Stress, about halfway through, the stress starts to come, right? Because, geez, I haven't got there. I haven't. Wendy slap. That walker. 2 weeks on the walker, 2 weeks on the cane, but something tells me that walker will be going out the door pretty soon. So think about it, guys. What's one goal you're currently chasing? And do you have a system for it? Are you doing something on the daily to make sure that you arrive at the goal in the right kind of condition? Like, here's a great example. Like with my Ironman stuff, you don't want to show up. We used to call it, you don't want to show up off the couch, right? Like, that's not something you just pick a Sunday and tackle. You might do that with a Tough Mudder or something like that. You don't do that with a triathlon, right? You got to train, right? So what would happen if I showed up there and hadn't done my training? You can't make up for it in the last week, right? So you got to have a system, okay? So I challenge you this. Pick a goal you want to achieve. Write it down. That's your destination, right? That's where you're going. Then design a system. Good morning, Roy Dahl. Love it when all my favorite people jump on. Pick a goal. Write it down. This is your destination. And then design the system. Identify the repeatable actions you'll need that will lead to that goal, all right? For example, here's your goal. Grow your revenue, right? I don't know, $1 million. Grow your revenue. So you could have a number there or not, right? System. Dedicate the first hour of every every workday to lead generation and follow-ups, right? Goal. Grow my revenue. Actions. System. Get out of bed every day. Dedicate the first hour to lead generation and follow-ups. Make 10 phone calls. Make 5 phone calls. I challenged one of my one-on-one clients yesterday to make 5 phone calls to past clients. He made 1 and got a project. I don't know. It's crazy, right? I haven't checked in with him yet to see how the other 4 went. All right. And then commit to the process. Shift your focus from the outcome to the daily system. Celebrate the consistency too, not just the results. Like, it's okay to stop and go, okay, we're a third of the way through. Boom. Hey, that 20-pound goal, we're down 5. Yeah. Don't go eat a cake, but we're down 5. Boom. We're doing it. Remind yourself, recognize that you are in fact on track. Josh Baker, meet 3 new people a week by cold calling and drop in. Talk about getting uncomfortable, right? That's not a good time, guys. I've done that. That's not fun. Showing up, hey man, buy my stuff, right? But you meet people. And I used to be that guy that people would cold call on in the office at the millwork shops, lumber salesmen and cabinet and hinge guys and hardware guys and laminate guys would stop in. And sometimes it would be, oh, geez, I don't have the time. Other times it'd be like, you know what? I'm glad you popped in today. I've got something for you. So continue with it, right? You never know, Josh, right? So goals are great for dreaming, but systems are what builds success. Okay? This is all from Atomic Habits, James Clear. If you haven't read this book, grab it. Stop waiting for the finish line to celebrate, guys. Stop waiting for the finish line to celebrate. Start celebrating every step forward. When you master your systems, success becomes inevitable. Think about it. If I've mastered that 20-pound thing, if I didn't lose a pound that day, I got 2 to lose tomorrow, or I need to move the finish line, right? But we're checking in. We're on the system. And again, you don't rise to the level of your goals, you fall to the level of your systems. That's James Clear. So again, today, design one system that supports a goal you're working toward. All right? Share it in the comments. Throw it out there, guys. Be vulnerable. You might motivate someone else. You guys get on here each day and, hey, I listen to Bob. I like listening to what he has to say. It fires me up, right? You don't realize the impact you can have on someone as well. I can't wait to see how some of you guys turn goals into sustainable success. Yeah, Josh says, I bring cookies and Starbucks, right? And think about it. Josh's goal, I meet 3 new people a week by cold calling and drop in. His goal might be to increase sales. The system is meeting 3 new people a week by cold calling and dropping in and dropping off some cookies and Starbucks. Old school sales. It still works. It still works. People like free stuff, right? All right, design that system, guys. Post it in there. Just post it in the chat. Check back here on Instagram and see if anybody's jumped on that we can say hello to. Looks like we've just got Kaylin still. Kaylin, what's your system? Put it in there, all right? I know we've got you thinking. Kaylin's going to the gym after listening to some of these calls, so I'm proud of him. Taking the bull by the horns and doing some things. Tom Landry is here. Good to see you. For you new folks, we do this every day. Typically 8 o'clock. Thursdays are 7:30 because I've got a coaching call at 8. But I'm here every day at 8, guys. Jump on. Throw it on your calendar. Pop on and see if Bob's live. Coming with different topics every day. This week, we're talking Atomic Habits by James Clear. Reiterating some of the lessons learned there. There's a couple of books over my head back there by Tim Grover, Relentless and Winning. Next week, we'll be hearing a lot about that. That's going to be fun, talking about that kind of stuff. So, and I did it, full transparency as a way also to get on here and promote the event we have coming up in Portland, Maine on February 22nd. It's called The Edge Live. It's at the Italian Heritage Center. It's from 8 to 5. We serve you lunch. It's a personal and business development day with some kick-ass speakers. We'll put the link in the comments. If you're in real estate, if you're in mortgage business, closing attorney, title attorney, if you are flipping homes, if you are a landscaper, a plumber, electrician, framer, contractor, remodeler, I don't care if you're selling Arbonne, you need to be here. You can pick something up from these guys and myself that have been in business for a long time and made a lot of mistakes and have a lot of things to share with you. Don't be afraid to say, hey, I'm going to take a Saturday and I'm going to invest in myself. No one is doing anything like this in Maine. I got a little fired up 2 days ago and got after you guys from Maine. I could do this in the Midwest, right? If I do it in Maine and everybody comes from across the country to go to it, maybe next year I'll make it easier and do it in, I don't know, do it out in Illinois, right? No, I'm not going to do that. I want people to come to the great state of Maine, but I want you guys from Maine to support it as well. So come out and spend a few bucks and invest in yourself. Spend a few minutes, spend the day, meet some people, increase your network. I joined a contractor coaching group, Contractor Fight, which is a great group coaching platform that I was involved in for 3 or 4 years. And when I joined it, I got 300 or 400 friends I didn't have at age 50. I don't know who's doing that. I don't know how many of you guys are increasing your network past age 50 or 40, or how many of you young folks on here in your 20s are curious about how to get to the next level. This is how you do it. You get in the right rooms and you get around the right people and you say, hey, I noticed you're doing that. What would be a great way for me to start? Would you help me? Yeah, they will. Everybody's pulling on the same end of the rope. Everyone wants you to win. Guys, you need to get to the Edge Live 2025. Wendy just put the link in the comments. Thank you, Wendy. I appreciate it. And as always, if you're listening to this and say, geez, I'd like to talk to Bob for a few minutes, I always offer a free 30-minute strategy session. No cost. I don't try to sell you coaching or anything. You want to get on there and say, hey, Bob, this is the stuff that's going on with my business. What do you think? Bubba Hogan is here. Speaking of great dudes that are coming to our event and bringing friends. But if you think I might be able to help you, grab that link. I'll put it in after I go back upstairs here and refill the coffee. I'll put the link in for a free 30-minute strategy coaching call. Like, who's doing that? Right? A few people, I know. I want to help you. The reason I got to where I'm at with my coaching business is coming from a place of service and being willing to help people. So if you think I might be able to help you, or you're curious about what our programs are here at Summit Coaching, with our Edge school communities, with our Peak core group, with our one-on-one clients, or even working with me one-on-one to get ahead in business and life, I want to chat with you. Okay? Anyway, guys, I got to rock and roll. I got to go to work. I want you to do the same. Think about it. Systems. We don't just set a goal. Put the processes, procedures, systems in place to help you get there. All right. I love you guys. I'll talk to you tomorrow. Back on at 8 a.m. Kicking ass, taking names. We'll see you.